Here's a walkthrough video on the 2002 C5 Corvette that we have for sale. I'm gonna go through the different options it has and the upgrades that were done, also the damages. We're gonna just start from the front here. Both pop-up headlights work. You can see that there is a little bit of the spider webbing right here. Really hard to see. This is just buffing, a little dirty, but it'll come out. But these little cracks, very, very hard to see. But there is some of those. New upgraded LED corner lights, both sides, of course, with sequential turn signal. They're super nice looking. Here's a shot of them at night. They look great and make it easier to see when you're turning. There's no there's no cracks everywhere else. Right here, this is vinyl, and on the tops of the headlights, if you look really close, car's a little dirty. If you look really close, you can see that there was some clear coat coming off, so it was vinyl wrapped on the fenders, both fenders and both headlights, but it matches the color perfectly. You can't even tell. It's just really, it's hard to see, but you can see where it was before. But otherwise, looks really good. Tires have great tread on all of them. Powder coated wheels with a nice high quality, doesn't just come off. There's some spots where it did chip. Red brake calipers, brakes are all good. It's got wheel spacers up in the front and the back, help with the stance. Looks really good. No cracks in the windshield. Looking down this side, nothing major. Do want to point out right here, when the windows are up, right here it will leak through. Need some new, just need some new weather stripping on this section right here, and possibly the top part. But otherwise it'll be good to go. Just it'll leak through in the little corner on the window. There's some scratches down on this section, but they look like they may buff out. I'm not completely sure. A little bit of scratches on there too. The tires back here good. Wheel spacer back here. New LED side marker lights, smoked lenses, so they blend in good. Here's a night shot of that well. Looks good. New LED tail lights. They have the halo ring around them, and then the tail lights are super bright for safety, so it's easy to tell when you're stopping and turning and such. They look good. Here's a night shot of that as well. The exhaust does have, they had some stuff done to it to make it louder. So you can see that there's some holes right there, just to make it louder. Doesn't affect it anyway else. I'll give some clips of the exhaust now. So exhaust is good, sounds good, and just looks stock. That's what they were going for. Side marker on this. It does have a stick-on spoiler. It actually looks really good. the body lines, and if you don't want it, you can just take it off. Tire on this side is a great tread, of course. Looking down this body, that tire looks, the stance of this just looks really nice with those stuck out a little bit. You can see the car shape looks way better in person, in my opinion. Kind of hard to capture it on camera, but in person the car definitely looks a lot cooler. Inside, we'll pop the trunk right there. So you have storage on each side in there. Big storage up front, and it does have the 12-disc CD player, but it's missing the where you put them in. Tons of storage back here. Lots of room where you can put the Targa top. But yeah, surprisingly, this is a very practical car. Automatic down windows and power locks, mirror control, memory seat settings. It does have dual power seats. The seats are in good condition, they're comfortable. It's got a tiny looking like a tear right there, but otherwise it looks great. Go ahead, get in the car. It does have LED interior lights on the footwells down there and there, and in the back new sun visors with LED lights. Turn the accessories on. The radio was working before, and then a fuse was pulled, and now it doesn't work. I haven't really figured that one out. AC works great, and heat works great. The only problem is on the right side actuator is stuck. So this is always hot on that side. You just have to open up the dash and realign that. Just haven't done that. But otherwise it works great. There is some lights on these that are out. I've heard that there's a lot of fixes you can do on those. These lights are out, but all the dash lights work good. All the car lights work good. Let's see, anything else in here? We'll give it a start up from in here. It does have 2 tire pressure sensors that are out. We'll check engine lights. Oil pressure's good. It doesn't overheat. It gets really good fuel economy. So there's the rear tire pressure, oil temp, coolant temp, trans fluid, battery volts, and the front left and right just don't have the tire pressure sensors. You got a trip, configure options. You can see it's got 94% oil life remaining. It was just done. Let's see, we'll crank the AC up. Works good. Got your active handling right here. Glove box. And then here's the glove box. We'll pop the engine, check a look at it. Brand new spark plugs and wires were just put in. New battery as well. Everything seems to work good here. There is that light tapping noise when it's cold. Apparently all these cars pretty much have it. They call it the LS1 noise or whatever. It does have that when it's cold, but otherwise once it warms up a little bit, can't really hear anything. Otherwise, that's about it. If you have any more questions, just let me know. I can get some more video. This exhaust at idle.